What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Beyond the 90. And Patson Daka, as you've seen already, has been officially announced. I mean, I didn't expect it to get announced today, but wow, completely exciting. If you guys want to know anything more, leave it in the comment section down below. We'll try and get some of your comments as we go through. But how is everybody feeling about this one? Because man, this is an exciting time for this one, because I didn't expect this one to happen as quickly as it did. We were thinking it was going to take a while longer. We've seen all the rumors. We've seen all the different kinds of things. But yeah, if you guys have any comments about anything else, leave them in the comments down below. What I'll be going today is going through all of the comments and all of your things. Mark's come in. Good evening, Mark. Boom Shakadaka. Maybe that could be a chant we could sing as well. And yeah, I'm just super excited at the moment. Hello to Carmen. I'm fine, thank you. How about yourself? And Ian says, I'm so excited. I am too. I mean, the fact this is the first signing of the season now that they've done. And I think it's a phenomenal way to start the transfer window. I'm going to go up and I'm going to get some of the information at the moment. There is a video out on Leicester City Football Channel as well. So this has been planning for a while. And that honestly, I'm just absolutely buzzing at the moment. So apologies if I'm a little bit all over the place, because this is the signing we've been wanting for a while. Again, I've done a deep dive on him. So after this video is done, make sure to go to the channel again, like, subscribe, all that good stuff as well. And head over there and you'll be able to find on my video, I've done a deep dive into Daka. We'll be looking at some of them statistics as we go, but let me know exactly what you think, what you would want to see from him. What do you think he offers? We've been looking for a Jamie Vardy replacement for the longest time. And from what I'm seeing from the statistics, this looks like the guy. Just to confirm, I'll bring it up on Twitter now as well, that we have officially announced Daka, which is absolutely, I mean, I'm all over the place because it's such a big thing in my opinion. This was a position we wanted to fill for a while, and we've now done it. And the fact that, again, as what's it called? As Tommy was saying, they wanted him at Chelsea. The fact that he was linked with Chelsea, the fact that he was linked with Liverpool, and he's come to us and he's decided to choose us. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. Let me try and bring the video up for you. Some of the links that I've got already, because some of the statistics around him, and some of them I didn't cover in the video, so I think it'll be interesting to bring up as well. So there was one of them about, yes, specifically, let me see if I can bring this up. There's so many things I'm going on at the same time. But yes, if you have any more questions or anything, leave it in the comments down below. You can see here, okay, it's a smaller kind of image, but so these are all this is one thing I didn't cover in the video, the deep dive that I did earlier on. So these are all the shots on target that he's got. So we're looking at, I think this is which minute it is. So as you can see, 76 to 120. Obviously, this is with extra time. 23 goals, 23 shots. Sorry, 14 in. So again, Leicester City normally work better in the second half. Daka seems like he works. It's hard to say, but probably better in the first half. If you look at these statistics as well, we'll zoom in a little bit more. So what you can see from some of these shots as well. Shots which are goal bound, you look at this all around the center, which is to be expected, to be honest. So the most of the time it's around that 6-yard box, kind of the tap-in area. But what we can see as well is that he can score from pretty much everywhere. There's got one goal that's from outside of the box, and that's about it. But yeah, it's sublime, the talent that he's got as well. What people saying? Sorry. Hello. Oh, shout out Austin. Is this some 6 a.m. Neil? For 6 a.m. Not this time. It's 11 o'clock now, so not too bad. But yes, that's brilliant. So yeah, it's an early one for you guys. It's a reason why I didn't send. So if you guys want the link for the people that I know, let me know and I'll send it you across. He's got the same numbers as Haaland in the Austrian league, exactly, and that's what we're super excited about. The fact that he's got this number, I mean, it's insane. And just looking at some of the bits already. 6 a.m. is the number I woke up to. Fantastic. Daka is Daka officially announced on Twitter? Again, this has just been announced, but I wanted to bring you guys the official thing. So let me just get it up on screen now. But it's officially been announced. I'll be using Twitter for that. However, Let me bring this up on screen now. Let me get this away. And if you guys have anything, if you guys done anything, yes, but the clubbers of the club reply. Oh no, that's for something later anyway. I'll get onto that in a bit because yes, I'll send you the link, Austin. Just give me 1 second. Again, I'm a bit all over the place at the moment, just because I thought, well, let's just get on this ASAP and try and give you the best video possible, because we've done a lot of information. If you guys have seen on Daka, and he's been fantastic so far, and I just thought I'd come and bring you guys in possible, because again, you guys know I don't normally do videos on my own, and when they do, they tend to be pre-recorded. But it's officially announced. Rene, we'll do one thing at a time. Let me get back to you here. What number is he wearing? I've just seen that comment now. I don't know exactly, but his number he wants. So some players have certain numbers. Number 20 is what it looks like that he will be. But I think that I don't know if we give it to him. Hamza Chowdhury, who is linked with probably a move out of the King Power Stadium, currently wears the number 20 shirt. So, in my opinion, Daka is at a higher pecking order than Hamza Chowdhury. You guys know my opinions on Hamza Chowdhury and how much I love him and stuff. But anyway, enough wondering. Let me just try and get the screen share up at the moment. As you can see here, guys, look, officially announced by Leicester City. So, and again, just to hover over there, it's got the blue check mark, official Leicester City, 2 million followers. Just to make sure. I've seen people in the past talk about Romano and get fake accounts as well. Hey, and we have a very special guest. Hey, mate, how are you doing? I know it's early for you at the moment, but this is an amazing announcement, right?
Yeah, it's definitely something I was not expecting, especially before Sumare. So I'm super excited about this, and I cannot wait to see him play.
It's just I've just gone live straight afterwards because I was like, right, okay, let's just get this. I've got a bit of time in the morning, so I was like, right, let's literally 5 minutes ago, green screen set up and out at the moment. But I like you, I was expecting it to be tomorrow or the day after or sometime in July, but definitely not at the moment. But from what we've seen, I mean, you must be buzzing for him as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's definitely a player that I think we definitely needed a striker. I think that was on top of mostly all of ours, and we thought we were getting an Edward. We thought that was done. This just came out of left field, kind of like the Perez transfer. So he's quick. I mean, you're showing the numbers. His numbers in the Austrian league are insane, albeit under the tutorship of Julian Marsh, he's by far the best American manager in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's unbelievable, and I mean, he's played under a really good Salzburg team, a really exciting Salzburg team. So I'd love to see what he can do with the likes of Vardy, with the likes of Tielemans, and the sort of players that we have.
Yeah, I mean, imagine the service he's going to get. Obviously, he'll play. You see, I can see him because he can either play as a single striker or up front as a 2. So that's brilliant for Iheanacho, that we know he's given a new contract, so his future's here as well. So he'd but I would love to see how Daka and Vardy play together. But it's going to take time, I think, for him to adapt to the Premier League. I don't think we've had a player from the Austrian league in a while. But you look at the likes of somebody like a Ricardo, who came in, didn't have a good first 6 months, but then took it to the next level. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm thinking he's going to do. And people have already said he's got the same numbers as Haaland. And even Haaland took time to adapt to the German league. So it is going to take time.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't, for fans, I wouldn't put all these expectations on him early, because I think we still have Vardy and Iheanacho. Like, Rodgers isn't going to throw Daka right into the thick of it. And so it'll take a while to he'll probably get the bulk of the European games. It is my thinking, and the cup games. I think, like you said, it'll probably be until maybe the second half of the season that I think we'll really see how good he really is.
Yeah, and this has been the first. I agree, but I think this is the first big signing we've had in a while. And as I was saying earlier on, replacing Jamie Vardy is always going to be hard. Like, that was going to be one of the main challenges. We haven't really replaced Riyad Mahrez, but we changed the system in order to support that going forward with Maddison. And you look, well, Harvey Barnes is the closest, but he plays on the opposite side. It's a little bit different. But now you're looking at this going, I mean, this is is amazing. I mean, I've just looked as well, and I keep looking at this kit, and I'm like, this kit looks nice as well. I don't know if he just looks good in this kit as well. Maybe I'm just at the moment just all over the place, but I mean, the official announcements all come out at the same time, so I don't know if you've managed to have a look at some of the statistics, but what do you think is some of his biggest strengths? Because I can bring up statistics as well.
I think it's got to be his pace. I mean, he's got loads of pace that, like, I don't think we've ever had two strikers that were just blistering with pace. Obviously, Vard's is 34 now, so he might have lost some, but I mean, he's an anomaly. But I think you put him and Vardy together, and he just showcases that pace, and he's got great finishing ability. I mean, he doesn't score the amount of goals that he scores with by luck. I mean, the guy can just finish.
Yeah. And people are saying here as well. Yeah, Austin, I'll see you in the. I'll see you in the comments. Well, that's fine, mate. But thanks for jumping on, mate. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, real quick.
No way. I'll see you later. See you later. But yeah, thanks for Austin for joining. If anybody else, let me know. Lawan says, yeah, best up and coming striker in the world. I mean, that's what we're most excited about, I think, Leicester fans, and we know. And Lawan, by the way, is somebody I know in real life. He's a Liverpool fan, so you guys were linked to him, and you guys probably wanted him as well. So, what are your thoughts now you haven't got it? I know Tommy was saying the same thing. We really wanted Daka, but he didn't end up getting him. Just a little bit. We'll move on a little bit. I think Ian's put in a really interesting comment. It's going to take up over my chin, but no problem. 23 years ago, I wrote to a letter to Martin O'Neill asking if the club could send some real footballers to South African countries like Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Zambia because kids were playing with homemade balls. Interesting. The club replied and said no, but which I feel is proper vindication. I think what it is as well, mate. So thank you for sharing that. That's an amazing the fact that you wrote to them and then they even replied saying no. I mean, imagine 98, 99 was that? But yeah, the fact that time they probably weren't looking at now the market, even in 98, a lot of the players were homegrown talents. You look in 20 years time how much that's changed, and Leicester City do have a record of bringing up homemade talent and taking them to the next level, but it's becoming less and less popular. Look at the biggest teams in the world, with the exception of kind of Real Madrid and Barcelona at the moment. They aren't this big team, but as in like they have to recruit because they haven't got any money. But you look at the Chelsea, you look at the likes of Liverpool, you look at they don't have really many homegrown talented players, even let alone from their academy, just from England in general, because they have the whole world to pick from. So, but yeah, thank you for that. His number will be announced tomorrow. That's very interesting. I don't know when the official all of the numbers will be announced. However, if you guys, let me see if I can find it on Twitter at the moment as well, because obviously he's Patson Daka is a fantastic. But if you go to Patson Daka's Twitter page, his name is Patson Daka 20. Patson Daka 20. I want to make it sure it's correct. So let me just share and I can show you as well. So I can imagine he's the number that we are going to get. Let me try and find it. So I can imagine with how big he is, they're going to announce. There we go. Patson Daka 20. So fantastic. So it's now changed as well. Striker for LCFC. Do you know what? That's all been calculated about 11 o'clock to officially get this sorted. But if you have many more thoughts, 1988, you're right. Thank you. Leave them in the comments below what you think. Again, we can go through some of the more statistics. If you want a shorter video or after this live stream, I really recommend you go through and check out on our channel the Leicester City, the Patson Daka bit that I spent about 5 hours in putting all the research and stuff into it, showing his shot statistics, his heading statistics. We'll be going through some of them as we go, but let me have a look as well. Elvis puts in, hello Elvis, hope you're well. I hope they've the PD20 shirt. We have done in the past. Look at the likes of Riyad Mahrez. I think he came into the club. I don't know if he had the number 26 shirt, but certain players have certain shirts. And Alex is saying, Alex, if you want it, mate, I can let you in as well. But yes, absolutely, I'm absolutely buzzing, mate. If you want the link, just give you. I'll try and send it you now as well. But there's just so much phenomenal stuff going on at the moment. I just didn't expect it to be this soon because I mean, it's just fantastic. What do you guys want to know? Rene puts in as well. Harvey Barnes is announced number 7. For me, that makes sense. I mean, Maddison's the number 10, which makes sense. We need to give the main players the main shirts. And Diddy, I think, will stay as that position at the moment. However, I think that overall, sorry, I'm just trying to do something else at the moment, but I can imagine he would be the number 7, coming back to Harvey Barnes, 15-7. Ready, I completely agree. We'll see what happens. Obviously, Jamie Vardy, I think, will stay as the number 9. Iheanacho, depending on what he wants to do, but Johnny Evans will stay as number 6. Yuri Tillemans will stay as that number 8 because, I mean, he deserves a statue at the moment with what he did for us and also what a season he's having, and obviously the stuff at Euros at the moment. But that's one thing as well. It's just phenomenal, and everybody on Twitter is just absolutely going crazy because it's such a brilliant signing. And let me see if I can find statistics as well. So one thing as well, we covered looking at some statistics about Daka that I didn't cover in the awards about the positions that he scored in terms of whereabouts, and they have been mostly in the box. So if we're going to go and have a look at some more statistics here, so we can see that so left-footed and right-footed shots are pretty similar in my opinion. They're pretty similar, but the positions they've gone is the bottom left-hand corner, and then the middle top. But it tends to be towards the middle, and that right-footed shot 56% of the time, left-footed shots 45% of the time, and then we go down here to as well. 98 out of 60 shots on target. I'm trying to figure this out. 65% of his shots from inside the box, 65 have been on target. So out of 98 shots, 64 on target, which is a fantastic statistic. I can't compare them to other people at the moment. The goal conversion rate is very high. I mean, Jamie Vardy, let me find the Jamie Vardy statistics at the moment, because again, I'm just trying to do this as we go. And again, everybody's just talking about the Euros at the moment, so I don't think I can find them. Yes, there's a couple of other things. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug, for joining. If you want the link, I can send it you as well. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your little 2 cents, because Doug's knowledge is massive about football. So yeah, it's fantastic. Chester's put in already. So happy in the interview. He looks so happy. I know I can't show the interview here because I don't know if it will get taken down for copyright, but it's over on Patson Daka and also Leicester City's stuff. I've not actually managed to watch it because I'm like, oh my God, it's announced. Let me just set this up as soon as possible. So can you tell I'm excited? But anyway, we'll come back to this in terms of this as well. Let's have a look. Outside penalty area, 35% with 11% conversion rate. So at the end of the day, we don't need that person that's going to hit from outside. We've got Yuri Tillemans that can do that. James Maddison that can do that. Harvey Barnes normally scores inside the box. Wilfred and Diddy occasionally had some absolute screamers from outside the box as well. So I think this is the goal. I want to see if I could find the position that he could do with his head as well, because that's the statistics overall. See if I can stop out of that. But I'll try and find them in the meantime. But anybody, let me know in the comments below what you think. PD20 has officially been announced. I think, are you from? I'm trying to look at your certificate. I'm sorry, but yeah, hopefully we're so happy for him to be here, and give it time. He's an amazing player with amazing talent. However, don't expect him to hit the ground running and just go off in flames. I think it will take time for him to build into the position that we are in, because he's a fantastic player. Who's my favorite player at the moment? So it's so hard, man. It's so hard. Before, there was only a few players. Now it's a real team game. If anything, I'm the fan of the manager, Brendan Rodgers. But favorite players, I mean, everybody has their own. Jamie Vardy has his own. Yuri Tillemans this year. Harvey Barnes has been fantastic. Yes, I know you. I know you meant Leicester players, Rennie. But who else do I love? I love watching certain players. Yuri Tillemans is a massive one. Johnny Evans, huge player. Fofana is just fantastic to watch. And bearing in mind, he's only really experienced the fans for the last game of the season. We want to see him experience with a full crowd. So I think with that 12th man there, Leicester City can become that form that can take us into the top 10. But at the moment, yes, it's amazing. No problem. It's no problem for jumping on. No, I appreciate you giving support and stuff. It's very, very nice. But very nice of you to jump on. But as you were saying, Patson Daka, so even in his videos, he just looks so happy. It's a 7-second video, 7K views at the moment. Obviously, going to change coming forward, but it's fantastic news, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, for that, if you've got any other questions, I'm going to try and look at other bits of statistics around him, because there is honestly some amazing stuff that's going to happen. Just reading some goal scoring prowess. Without a shadow of doubt, the most important role to a striker is goals. Is taken from the Football Analysis. Again, link in the description down below so you can find the thing for yourself. Daka has scored 23 goals in the Austrian Bundesliga, in a whopping 32 goals in all competitions at the time of writing. We can see that in the image, he's comfortable shooting with either foot. 56 shots, 48% coming from his right foot, and 39% coming from his left. So it is looking... Again, Jamie Vardy's kind of both-footed as well, and this is one statistic that I think I'm Jamie Vardy and found it awesome, that I want to bring up as well, because this is something that, again, this is just taken from the biggest shots conversions. Patson Daka is literally in a league of his own, which is sublime, absolutely just insane. Patson Daka is all the way over here, the only person in this section. There's nobody even there, or just Icardi in this one. I think this is the average at this point here. So it's amazing. You look at the likes of Jamie Vardy. Again, he did fall off towards the end of the season, but that's still impressive. People, look at this graph. The shots per 90, 3 to 4, and you've got Sergio Aguero, Lewandowski, Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's just phenomenal. Like, for the players, I can't describe how good it is. Vinicius, but again, Jamie Vardy's in this kind of less shots, 2 per 30 minutes, but still towards the top, towards the 40%, which is absolutely incredible in my opinion. Josh puts in Mr. Big Fish, I'll call you, because that sounds awesome. Congratulations on the great signing. Thank you so much. Do you think Daka will break Vardy's record? I don't think the expectations are to be there, so he will break the record. But yes, it is phenomenal, to be honest. Some of the things that he's going to bring to the team as well. And let me just have a look at, there's another statistic that I went to touch on as well, because obviously he's a very attacking player. As a striker, that's what we're going to expect. But what areas is he the strongest in? Compared to, obviously, he seems quite similar to Vardy, but I'm going to go to the SoFIFA link. Again, if you want to have a look at yourself after the video or during the video, you can click the link in the description and have a look at the SoFIFA link. So if we're looking at this, attacking, the crossing is not that great, but we don't really need that. Finishing, this area. The acceleration is fantastic as well. Sprint speed, which is phenomenal. Again, very similar to Vardy, which has got acceleration, finishing. However, his hold-up play, Vardy, and apparently Daka's as good as him. But with 6'1" that Daka is, we're going to try and take that to the next level, I think, with Daka. Because this whole his attacking prowess, is there a 1 for heading? Can anybody see a 1 for heading? Heading accuracy 67%, not the worst, but something that I think could be improving. Jumping 88, and that's what people have said before. The amount of time he hangs in the air is fantastic as well. And this is well, Rennie puts a good point as well. Do you think we can go to the Champions League quality in top 4? This is what I'm talking about. I think we have the quality now to go with this squad into the top 4. Apologies, I'm just trying to get a charger for my laptop. As it depending on who we lose, I can't see us losing a big player this summer. When I'm talking about the 5 biggest players, Kasper Schmeichel, Johnny Evans, Wilfred Ndidi, I think will stay. Yuri Tillemans, I think will stay, and the 5th one, I'm trying to think who's more important. Nacho's on a new deal, so I don't see him going anywhere. So then 5 players maybe would be the spine of the squad, let's say, from front to top. Jamie Vardy's going to, I think, get through his injury, so that would be brilliant as well. But do you think we could get top 4? I think it depends on how other people strengthen. This is, for me, what's important now. Again, I'm so happy with Daka, but getting these players, getting that winning mentality, Daka brings that for sure. But getting somebody that's slightly older that can bring us that winning mentality would be fantastic. Anyway, we'll come back to I'm trying to pronounce this. Natulubu Chinzongo. Sorry if I've butchered that as well, because that is a lot of accents on that word as well, man. So I've tried, but yeah, he's really good. Thank you for the advance, and thank you to Lady Babe as well for the love as well, and love for the Foxes, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to support the Foxes. And again, we were planning. If you guys are watching, special announcement. If you're watching to this point, we've got Rob Tanner from The Athletic. We're going to be doing a recording off show, and then we'll bring it to you in the next couple of days. Because, I mean, he's. You think I know a lot about football, which I sometimes I don't think I do, but he's the man with the knowledge. And we're going through all these different positions and all these different what he brings to the table. So make sure you prepare for that, because that one's going to be a fantastic interview. We've had him on before. If you type in if you type in Rob Tanner or Beyond the 90 and see, and you'll be able to find him as well. Devaney puts in Daka could play white striker, right winger, etc. I don't think we're going to bring him as a right winger. I think we can play on the right, but more as in the front two. If we're looking at, I think Transfer Market said the main striker is kind of second striker and first striker. But the idea of having him on the wing, it's kind of like Uzi Perez. He'll look lost. When you're on the wing, you need creativity or a good, again, his crossing isn't there. But his creativity and skill isn't quite there as well. His dribbling is not too bad, but his vision is not too bad. But do you see what I mean? Well, we need a player that could go up to that next level. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this stream so far. If you could leave a thumbs up and subscribe, massively appreciate that. Again, we've got some massive stuff coming. There's a lot of stuff I'm planning behind the scenes with the other content creators, and phenomenal. I mean, Leicester are really stepping up now and really going to try and do their business. And I mean, just look at this, his happy little face. I love it. He just seems like such a smiley, lovely guy. I think he's currently in Austria at the moment, but look at his smile. It's awesome. I think he's currently going in he's currently there. Rene says, which formation do you think Roger will go to? I think it's a 4-4-2. I think it could be a 4-4-2 as well. Potentially, it could be a formation. Brendan Rodgers wants us to play multiple ways with multiple players. So if you want to think about formations, again, Rene, make sure you go to that link. I spent about 4 or 5 different formations looking at how Salzberg play, how we play at the moment, how Daka fits into our system. We've done like 4-3-3, 5-3-2, 3-4-3. I've done different formations. So after this video, make sure you go and check that out, especially because I think he'll be absolutely fantastic. Overall, I'm just thrilled with it. The fact that Leicester City have done their business ahead of the Euros and stuff like that is fantastic. I really think that what we've done and the players that we've brought in, hopefully, because again, Samori isn't officially announced. Again, when Samori does get announced, we will go live. Thank you to everybody that's watching. If you could like and subscribe, that would mean a lot to us and try and help us grow this channel as well. Apologies for the dog. He's decided to have a barking spree at something. I'm not sure what exactly at the moment. If anybody's got a dog, you know what it's like. It's just like, what are you shouting at? What are you complaining at? But yes, at the moment there is just so much to talk about, and I don't know why he keeps barking. But yes, there's plenty of good things that I'll bring up actually as well. Something that I wanted to bring up is the screenshot of the heat map, which I know I've just put over my face at the moment. So this is his screenshot of the heat map, which I think is obviously penalty area, which is explained, and then just all these areas around here, which is his heat map. So pretty much he's playing wherever he wants and wherever, and that means that when we go forward, he's going to be fantastic. Again, apologies for the dog barking. I don't know what has got under his skin, but I think that he's all around. He's just a fantastic player. I'm trying to find the statistic before comparing. So we had a look at his one, and somebody compared him to Vardy. And I'm trying to find that heat map. Aha, I found it on the right one as well. So let me just bring this up in terms of now. Another statistic that I touched on a little bit in the video, but I want to touch on a little bit more. So this is Jamie Vardy's heat map. This is again taken from twunroll.com article, again, link in the description. So season heat map, again, this is Jamie Vardy's heat map, very similar to Daka's heat map as well. So they're looking very, very similar, I think, and both of them are going to have a great time. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Again, if you want to check out our video, link is in the description down below to the articles, but also this is the problem. As soon as we've announced Daka, people are like, we are waiting on Samori, and I know, and it will take time for Samori to be announced. However, in the meantime, it's just going to be fantastic. If you've enjoyed this video and a little bit of difference to it's a bit more of a longer format, which we're more used to. Again, I'm not used to recording on my own, so apologies. It's a little bit funny because I've just literally saw it and go, right, let's just set this up and get this on with. I'm not on Twitter as much, but somebody sent it to my personal message. But again, if other fans from other fan bases, such as Chelsea, as Tommy was saying, and as Lawar was saying as well, Liverpool fan, if they're saying this is a good thing, this must be a good thing. If he's linked to signed, and the name Erling Haaland, I mean, he's been transferred, looking at a massive move, but I think it's insane. It really is insane. And they're only going up. We're only going up from here. So just one last thing. And Timbu says, I'm going to play on FIFA, see how he goes. But phenomenal. Again, make sure to go and give Daka some love. Say, welcome to Leicester. We can't wait to have you here. I think he's not available at the moment. So he should be, I think preseason starts in a couple of weeks time from now. In a couple of weeks, preseason will start. But I think that preseason will contain Daka. He's not currently doing, I think he's currently at home. However, I think Austria are on. Again, I don't pay too much attention to some of the international coronavirus or European coronavirus. I think it's on the amber list, which what I read is that he has to quarantine for 10 days once he gets here. But yes, he's confirmed by the club, which is the main thing. We've been talking about this for a while, and Romano has been talking about this. Okay, the deal is done. This deal is done. We might see Samori today as well. We'll have to see. But if you've enjoyed this, last plug, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Again, quick plug, if you want to watch our other videos on Daka, there's two of them. One of them, a long form like this, with conversation with Alex and Ant, which you'll see about Daka. And we'll go into a lot of, because Alex and Ant both know a lot of information aside from myself as well. And the second one is kind of a 12-minute deep dive. What is Daka? What can he bring to the table? Why we should all be absolutely excited for this season, because I can't wait. I really can't wait. So make sure to go to the channel, check it out. Leave us some comments on what you thought of it, because we're trying to do different things at the moment and trying to do different types of live streams. Again, I didn't expect to go live at this time, because it's such a it took me by surprise. I thought it would be not even this afternoon, it would be tomorrow afternoon, which I was like, okay, preparing, see if I get the green screen ready. It literally just up and go. And last question, Kingdom's put in as well, over the moon. Exactly, we're over the moon as well. Really happy. Who is the left back? We'll have to see. Romano has come out recently and said we are working on the left-back situation. And has Romano officially announced it? No, he's announced something else. But let's see if I can find it before we finish. Romano tweet, because he did put in as well. Confirmed the Patson Daka. Yes, completed his medical 1 week ago in there. Let me see if I can bring that up for you. So we're looking at the main man himself, Fabrizio Romano. Daka is a new City player, signed a contract to 2026. 5-year contract, guys. That's big business we're looking at here. A medical completed 1 week ago in Salzberg. Fantastic. So just to confirm, he's still over there in Austria at the moment, and he'll probably be coming over relatively soon. And the other one as well, as you were saying, a new left back also on the list, but we don't know who that is. Again, they're keeping it blank. It looks like it will be It will be Bertrand, maybe, we don't know, but yeah, this is something that's going to come. Somori will be joining Leicester too as well. Stay locked in. When that happens, we're going to bring that announce. Rene says it's going to be Gozens or Ryan. I think it's I think about Ryan Bertrand, but Gozens could be an option. Now they're knocked out of the World Cup, maybe, but apparently it's £30 million, I think, for him if Atalanta want him. Again, we'll be asking that question to Rob Tanner, so make sure you subscribe and make sure to hit that notification button as well, because when that goes live, you're going to want to see it. It's going to be a long interview as well. It's not a 10-minute thing. It will be a period of time. Again, it's not recorded yet, but I just wanted to let you know. Thank you so much for all your likes and subscribes. It really means a lot to me. But anyway, thank you so much. And we'll see everybody in the next video. Maybe when maybe it will be when some more gets announced. We don't know yet. Goodbye, everybody. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.